Hey there, watchers! Welcome to the UWhip channel where you watch and I play. I'm your host, Dark Ripper UK, and I'm playing Thrill of the Fight. I'm practicing against my girlfriend here, as we're doing a little bit of training, a bit of sparring, as she's never boxed before. She's done a little bit of Dragon Fist VR Kung Fu with me, but other than that, she's got no martial arts or fighting training. So, we're having to do a little bit of sparring, so I can hopefully get her trained up a little bit for the tournament that we're going to have with our friends. And she's doing quite well. I mean, I'm no boxer at all. I've done a little bit of training years and years and years ago, but I didn't take to boxing. I took to Kung Fu and various martial arts. So boxing is something that I'm learning too, even though I've watched lots and lots of fights over the years. So I'm trying to get all of my techniques and blocks and weaving, ducking, dodging and all my moving in that I need to do, and learn how to punch correctly as well, which is coming on quite nicely. As you can see here, Katty is picking up quite a bit too. She's starting to duck and weave, dodge and move more. And she's getting a bit speedier with her punches, which is what she needs to sort of keep up with me and my friends, as we move about so much and so fast. Especially myself, I like to avoid getting hit being so small. It only take a couple of hits in real life to take me down because I'm tiny. So I move a lot, I move fast, and I hit really hard when I can. So I'm trying to get her to keep her guard up, protect her face, protect her body from low hits, because... Oh gosh, there, Katty got me good there with a nice sneaky hit. Myself, I do a lot of low hits, being lower to the ground. And well, that means that leaves me open for big hits on my head, which I've got to watch out for. Now Katty does something a little bit different here. She starts encroaching on me quite a lot and just like walking towards me constantly, which makes me have to guard up a lot, but it also makes her really vulnerable for a lot of body and head shots. Now I just keep sort of moving back using the thumbstick and just trying to avoid the shots while she keeps coming at me, which it's not the best technique. Just to keep coming forward, because you can take a lot of shots and get a lot of damage, so I had to try and deter her from that. And but she's coming again, just too much, and I'm getting those nasty hits in on her, causing quite a lot of damage, which obviously you don't want to be taking. She's doing good. Like we do about 6 rounds here. I'm getting a couple of quick jabs in there, and from no boxing experience whatsoever, she goes quite well. She starts holding up her guard a lot more. She's getting good swings in. She's twisting her body, and that's what you want. You want to get those jabs. You want to get those hits in. You get them hit correctly, it does a good amount of damage. And as you can see here, she's like moving a lot better. Always keep moving about. Try and anticipate those big swings coming in as well, and counter when you can. As soon as I see an opening, I try and get those quick hits in. You gotta be careful about lowering your guard when you're going to attack, and anticipating some of those big shots coming. That's another thing I do. I'm quite sneaky. When I see you guarding high a lot, I'll just lean in for a quick punch to your gut. Oh, this is it though. It all takes practice. You got to keep those guards up. You got to keep blocking your face. Try and block your body from the body shots, as well as getting some hits of your own. Try and get in those counter attacks when you can. When you see a vulnerable spot, I'd always trying to keep your guard up too, and not taking any of them big hits. Got a couple of nice hits on Katty's head there, that big uppercut, and then a hook onto the temple. You can see her character's not happy with some of those hits there. lovely swings there. And just trying to get her to tuck herself in behind her arms. And she's doing the like stepping towards me without realizing. She's like holding forwards on the thumbstick and like just constantly walking towards me again. So that's definitely something you got to watch for if you're using the thumbstick to move around. You can sometimes just sort of forget what you're doing, get so caught up in the swinging and the motion that you keep moving forward. She's trying to get those hits in, but only landing a couple. As you can see here, she's starting to avoid some of my big swings and quick jabs, and she's starting to duck and move about a lot better than she was at the beginning. It's a great improvement overall. We go down to the last 10 seconds. We're going to have a bit of a slugfest for the last few moments. Well, I am. She's not blocking so well. This is the final little bout, and she manages to get a nice big hit on me there to start with. I do a bit of a kung fu block. I can't help just sort of batting away the hands sometimes. It's just sort of a natural reaction from doing kung fu for so long, really. But it does work to a point, but sometimes it just complicates the arms and they get a little bit sort of tangled together, and you hook the other person's arm. But it works really well though. The collisions work so well. I'm really impressed with how the developers have got this to work so flawlessly in multiplayer. But this is what we want. We want a good full contact sport to be able to play in VR with it working, no issues, no lag, no problems. And I've been able to play with my friend over in Germany and my other friend over in America without any issues at all. It just seems to be working flawlessly, as I say. And we're getting a little bit tired here. We've been doing it for, as I say, about 6 rounds we're on here. And she has come along so far. She's getting some big hits in. She's ducking and dodging, weaving and blocking well now. So hopefully another couple of weeks of this and we'll be ready for a big tournament. Oh yeah, got some big damage in there. So this is a fight against just someone random in the ranked matches. This is something new I encountered, where they actually jumped and punched down on me a couple of times, which was very surprising. I wasn't quite sure how to take that, but it was something different that I hadn't faced before in a lot of fighting games, I suppose, but especially boxing. I never expected someone to sort of jump up and punch down onto my head like that. But this player does it a couple of times, and it sort of gets to me a little bit. And as I do, take a couple of hits and I lose my shit. Luckily this time it works in my favour, as this person isn't massively skilled. As you can see, they're sort of flying their arms about quite a lot, not much of a guard. And they're not dodging my punches so well. It's a couple of big hooks there, a couple of big jabs. Let's go. And this is a second round now. It's like I'm not having none of your crap. Oh, getting some lovely hits in there. Big jab, big hook, big jab again. Oh gosh. You can't quite see, but I'm getting a low hit to the body with the left there. And then the right hook's coming over, and then a right jab again when she's just leaving her face exposed. So I skipped on to the final round because not too much happened after the end of the second there. It was a lot of backing away and being a bit apprehensive to fight me. I'd give her a couple of hits and she'd be like, oh, time out, and like maybe readjust the headset or the controllers or something, and then like ready to go, and then a couple of hits and like, oh hang on, and it was like, right, okay. So I just skipped to this one as there's a lot more action, but again there's some mad swings, jump punches, and I just wasn't sure what to do with the jump punches, so I ended up just sort of ducking low and throwing in a couple of quick hits to the body, and I managed to get a good face hit in there as well. A good connection with a jaw as well on one of them. So I think that rocked her a little bit there. Again, having a little adjust, but as it was the last round, I was just kind of like, come on, let's go for it, all out, we're doing this. Like, we're both swinging quite wildly here, both getting a couple of contacts in every now and again, and it's just hilarious. This is just not proper fighting at all. I've got to stop doing this and stop letting people get to me like this, and definitely keep my defense up and fight properly. But anyways, I'm looking forward to our tournament coming up, and hopefully with everyone getting some practice in. Even my friend Volt, he's actually doing real boxing classes now, so it's going to be interesting to see how we all get on. Thank you so much for joining me. You keep watching, and I'll keep playing.